the fish. back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good!
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi and a pleasant good evening. Welcome inside the Climax Shelley High School Gymnasium, yourliveevent.com, with a broadcast of high school basketball. Tonight, you've watched a half of junior varsity girls and a half of junior varsity boys, and that half of junior varsity boys took about the same amount of time as a full junior varsity boys game would take. At any rate, we're now ready to start the varsity, and our pregame show gets underway tonight on yourliveevent.com at a late start because of the previous games on the schedule. My name is Kevin Kochman here with the broadcast tonight. Camera operators this evening, Brooklyn and Lexi, going to help us out this evening in yourliveevent.com. From the Climax Shelley High School Gymnasium, this is our pregame conversation gearing you up for the Climax Fisher Knights and the Bagley Flyers in girls basketball. The Flyers come in with a record of 1-3. The Knights are 2-2 coming into today's contest. It is the third game of the week for the Climax Fisher Knights this week as they get ready to take on the Bagley Flyers in ice cream. Our pregame show, we'll have conversation with the head coaches. We'll hear from head coach Adriana Rooney of the Climax Fisher Knights, and we'll join a conversation with Brett Nordquist of the Bagley Flyers in the pregame show. It's Bagley visiting Climax Fisher. We've got a doubleheader for you. The girls' game will wrap up after this one, and we'll start a separate stream for the boys' broadcast. You catch it right here. yourliveevent.com. Bagley, Climax Fisher. It's doubleheader basketball from Climax Shelley High School.
School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Welcome back into our pregame show tonight from Climax Shelley High School, the Climax Fisher Knights and the Bagley Flyers. It's a doubleheader of basketball, the girls first, and then the boys. We've got coverage of a host of action with you tonight with R&J Sports, with yourliveevent.com as well. We'll talk more about that as well, giving you other options to check in on here this evening. But first, we'll start with our pregame show, coaches' comments. In our pregame conversations here tonight, we visit with the head coach of the Climax Fisher girls basketball team. That's Adriana Rooney, joining us here in our pregame conversations. Adriana, tonight for the girls, I know you're looking to get out the schneid here. A couple of tough ones this week with Lake Park Audubon and Red Lake Falls. For your girls, we talk about just try to maybe get out of their own way a little bit, right? There was some self-inflicted wounds that happened here earlier in the week, and things that through practice can get better at, and hopefully been able to do that here. What's the vibe of the kids coming into tonight?
Oh, well, it better be good.
Right, Friday night.
No, I think, like Monday's game, it was a tough game. They played good. But, yeah, we ultimately came up short. Tuesday, we just didn't have a good game. Couldn't catch passes, couldn't do a lot of things. So, practice Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully that kind of reset our mind a little bit and that we come ready to go tonight.
It looks like the kids are happy and excited, and it's a Friday after all. You got the Bagley Flyers. In years past, this has been a very competitive basketball game. We can smile about that because we remember what happened a number of years ago and you were on the floor and there was only 4 people out there. At the same time, it's a fun game, and it has been for a number of years. Bagley and Climax Fisher getting together, and girls should be ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know why it always just comes down to us and Bagley. It's just a tough game. We always end up being in an overtime or win or lose by 1. I don't know. It just, yeah.
It's an interesting, weird. You can't make it up sometimes,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
So tonight for your girls, what do you want to see from them to show that they're making that turn and getting closer to that 2-0 team rather than the 2-2 team?
I think right now we struggle a lot on offense, just setting up plays and we can set them up fine. We have trouble executing them. And then just, fundamentals like catching a ball. I told the girls yesterday, like, we have major butterfingers and we just got to kind of catch the ball first and then decide what we're going to do with it after that. And I don't know, that's kind of my main concern for tonight, to ensure that we can catch the ball and take care of the ball.
You talked about just having a bunch of turnovers in a game here just the other day against LPA and things like that. That's just, it's something you want to get behind you quickly.
Yeah, I mean, LPA is kind of the only game that we've had we went over double the amount of turnovers we've had in previous games, so hopefully we can just kind of put that game behind us and start fresh at the end of the week, I guess.
There you go. We'll see what happens tonight, Coach. Good luck to you and the girls, and we'll catch up afterwards.
All right, thank you.
That is Adriana Rooney, the head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights, joining us in our pregame conversations. The Knights are 2-2 coming into tonight's action. Climax Fisher overall pretty healthy. Bagley, not so much. We'll talk about that as our conversations go in our pregame. But Knights are without still Ava Larson, Cambry Solheim, and Tegan Johnson from the expected varsity roster. The Bagley Flyers are short a host of players here tonight due to illness. The boys especially, they brought 11 junior varsity and varsity boys basketball players to Climax Shelley High School tonight for the game against Climax Fisher. So certainly something to keep in mind here as we've got illnesses running through our schools. There's been lots of conversation about it, no doubt impacting some. For the Knights, not so much, but for the Bagley Flyers certainly will be an impact. We'll talk to the head coach of the Flyers, Brett Nordquist, in our pregame conversations coming up. This is coverage on yourliveevent.com. Climax Fisher, Bagley, girls basketball, boys basketball will follow as well.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125. Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Welcoming you back here to the Climax Shelley High School Gymnasium, yourliveevent.com. We're bringing you the action tonight of Bagley Climax Fisher. We're playing a doubleheader of boys and girls basketball here this evening. A little bit later start. We had a pretty decent paced junior varsity girls game. The boys game took a long time. We'll leave it at that. Lots of fouls between the Flyers and the Knights. Junior varsity girls went the way of Climax Fisher 28-0 in one half of play. Junior varsity boys, Bagley wins it 20-16, and this stat is accurate. There were more fouls between the two teams than there were points between the two teams in the junior varsity game. An interesting little tidbit there. At any rate, both halves of JV were played, and we got them both on yourliveevent.com, and we'll have the boys varsity to match up here tonight as well. First, we're talking girls basketball. We heard from Coach Adriana Rooney and the Climax Fisher Knights here moments ago. Let's talk to the Bagley Flyers. Their head coach is Brett Nordquist. They come in 1-3. Their lone win against the Black Duck Drakes this regular season.
Tonight for the girls, we're looking at a fun matchup as it usually is. We were just chatting about Bagley Climax Fisher. Seems to me in the last however many years, this has been a good one.
Yeah, this is my 5th year here, and we've had good matchups for them. Usually home and away. I think we're close to their level, but we got to come out and prove it tonight. They have a couple wins. We have one win. And they have a few pretty good players, so we'll see what happens.
Well, and we were just talking about it too. In year 5 for you, you're seeing some of the things change, and you're getting kids to come out and play hard and work hard, and hopefully that just continues to translate into more wins as these years go by.
Yep. We know we know what we got to do. Our fundamentals are improving, and we play good defense, but we got to keep working at it throughout the season. And just kind of see where we end up. But the fun thing is we play Climax again down the road, so win or lose tonight, we should at least get a testing point to see how much we can improve.
That's right, and we are in December. It's December basketball after all. So with your team, the start that they've had, where are the biggest keys for your team to have success right now?
Well, we play good half-court defense. We play pretty good transition defense getting back. We've struggled a little bit on offense, and that's not really getting shots up, but it's just knocking shots down and turning the ball over a little too much. But we've got some things we can build on. We just got to be a little more consistent in offense and hit some shots.
Yeah, and you talk about health. That's been a fun thing for everybody to deal with lately too, huh?
Right, yep. We've had a few kids out sick, and hopefully we got a couple weeks left before a little break, and hopefully we can just get them back, and then hopefully everybody can get rested over Christmas break and hit it hard again, I think, January 2nd. So.
No doubt. Hey, Coach, good luck to you and the girls tonight. We'll try to catch up afterwards.
All right, thank you.
Brett Nordquist, the head coach of the Bagley Flyers, joining us in our pregame conversations. The Bagley Flyers and the Climax Fisher Knights joining us for action here. It's a doubleheader. The games are being played at Climax Shelley High School Gymnasium. A smattering of fans and attendance.
Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District. Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever. Serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, and Fertile, Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Call their office in Fisher at 218-891-2211 or call them at their location in Fertile at 218-945-3536.
More of our pregame show tonight as the countdown is on to our opening tap this evening in the starting lineups. The Bagley Flyers and the Climax Fisher Knights. Coverage here this evening, yourliveevent.com. Talk about these two squads a little bit here. The Knights are coming in 2-2, as mentioned. A win over Red Lake County Central and then a LaPorte last Friday night, part of a doubleheader that the Knights took part in. And then losses this week to Red Lake Falls and to Lake Park Audubon. And not in that order. It was LPA first, then Red Lake Falls second. And Coach Rooney talking about the fact that the girls did not play very well against Red Lake Falls. Take nothing away from Red Lake Falls, but the Knights did not do their part on that evening. And too many turnovers being a big key in the last couple of games. But to start out the season 2-0, put that with Climax Fisher girls basketball. It's been a long time. We talked about that last Saturday on the Coach's Corner, and Coach Rooney and I chatted about that too last Friday night. Well, for the Bagley Flyers, they're 1-3. Started the season with a loss to East Grand Forks, then beat Black Duck. Had a close game against Red Lake County Central and a loss. Time into the offseason for the basketball program. We're starting to see more of it. That's certainly where the program needs to take its next step in order to keep having success and building upon success. We talked about it this fall. Both of these schools and athletic programs, Climax Fisher and Bagley, had better, improved volleyball seasons in years past, expecting some of that success to translate over, especially with the girls that had success on the floor. It's a challenge, and the teams are going to come out and continue to get better as this year goes on. It is December basketball after all. So lots to grow on, and we'll talk about that coming up at our Keys to the Game. Coverage of our Barnes County tournament out in Valley City continues today. It's championship time in the Barnes County tournament here this evening. They've had 3 games to broadcast there. West Fargo Horace girls basketball underway tonight at yourliveevent.com. Hillsborough Central Valley is on the road at Hatton Northwood for girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. Oaks and Sargent County also is a boys basketball game that's this afternoon. In the evening. Detroit Lakes at Hawley, boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. We've got Red Lake and Clearbrook-Gonvick girls basketball, KKCQ-FM 96.7 and GVTV as well. Also, the Foston Boys Holiday Basketball Tournament. We're getting close to championship time as the third-place game between Winnie Mac and Clearbrook-Gonvick underway. The boys championship with Foston and Black Duck coming up. That's also on GVTV and on KKCQ 1480 AM and 99.7 FM. We've got Ada Borup West at Lake Park Audubon. That doubleheader is on. The boys started it. The girls are going to be second in line here this evening. You can catch that on KRJB 106.5 FM. The game also is audio streaming at rjbroadcasting.com. We talk keys to success for these two teams, and then we'll get to our starting lineups after the anthem. Keys for the Climax Fisher Knights. Executing their offensive plays. Setting it up, Coach Rooney says that's not the problem, but the execution needs to happen. And the fundamentals. Too many turnovers in recent games. Turnover numbers in the 40s are not acceptable. And so from that standpoint, got to clean things up, and it starts with the fundamentals and holding on to the basketball when you're supposed to hold on to the basketball. Now, offensive struggles, shooting percentage is low for the Bagley Flyers, so Coach Nordquist says it's important to improve on the shooting percentage here tonight and play strong defense. They've played pretty well in the half court. They're working on some of their pressure.
Tomorrow, the teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students. Latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops of Lake Park.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsborough Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsborough, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsborough Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their
Hillary Maruska. They'll also start a junior number 10, Catherine Agnew. They'll be starting a junior number 12, Peyton Prue, and they'll start a junior number 25, Kira Thompson. Those are your starting lineups for the Bagley Flyers. The starting lineups here are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Career opportunities and more, crystalsugar.com. The Bagley Flyers head coach Brett Nordquist, assisted by Emily Foltz, and they're in the white uniforms tonight, maroon numerals and letters, Bagley on the jersey tops with gold trim. And now the starting lineups as we see it for the Climax Fisher Knights. They are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. The Knights will start a guard, an 8th grader, number 10, Lucy Paulsrud. They'll start a sophomore forward, number 21, Danica Motto. They'll start a junior guard, number 22, Hallie Reitmeyer. A junior forward, number 23, Ella Paulsrud, in the starting lineup here tonight for the Climax Fisher Knights. The Knights will also start a freshman forward, number 35, Claire Erickson. The Knights head coach, Adriana Rooney, assisted by Caitlin Steeney and Kelsey Wagner. The Knights in the gray uniforms, black numerals, white letters, Knights on the jersey tops. And there is your starting lineups here tonight. Your starting lineups presented to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. crystalsugar.com, career opportunities, and learn more about the great company, American Crystal Sugar Company, in our starting lineups. Well, my name is Kevin Kochman, and I'm glad to be bringing you the broadcast here this evening of high school basketball. It's a doubleheader, Climax Fisher and Bagley. Thanks to Lexi and Brooklyn, who are running cameras. Lexi not only running one camera, she's running another camera tonight. She's an all-star. Our opening tap is underway, and the Bagley Flyers and the Climax Fisher Knights are underway in girls basketball here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Flyers will walk it across midcourt. Catherine Agnew, a recent Good Student Award winner with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. It's a pass off to Foltz. Her long shot is no good, and a rebound comes down to the Bagley Flyers. Isabella Ormbold grabbed the long rebound that time. She snuck her way into the starting lineups ahead of Peyton Prue. My bad there. Okay. Prue also in the starting lineups, so I'm missing somebody else. At any rate, they didn't start 6, I can promise you that. Looks like Hillary Maruska did not make the starting 5. Okay, we got it all figured out. Good to see that all get updated. Okay, Catherine Agnew will inbound the basketball after the Flyers had it tip out of bounds. Share it with Sadie Foltz. The sophomore hands it off. Agnew, top of the key, setting in the half-court forward by Catherine Agnew. Here come the Flyers the other way. Bagley with the basketball. Get it up top. Now a chance for the Knights on the other end. Shot no good. Long rebound comes down. That's the way of Lucy Paulsrud. Driving to the basket. Reitmeyer's shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Isabella Ormbold. And the Flyers will come across midcourt. Dribbling here is 13, Warmbold. She's got it. Share the ball to Catherine Agnew. Agnew with the ball. Top of the key. She'll swing it right side to Sadie Foltz. Foltz on the wing. Back up top. This will be Agnew. Long shot by Agnew is no good. Rebound is going to be picked up by Ella Paulsrud. Knight's going to come the other way. With it is Lucy Paulsrud. Lucy on the wing. She'll share it up top. Ella Paulsrud. Get the ball here to Claire Erickson. Passing down inside to Ella Paulsrud. Turning shot is no good. Good looks at the basket. Shots just aren't falling. Rebound comes down to Catherine Agnew, and here come the Flyers the other way. Bagley leads it 2-0. Warmbold, left side, drives it in to Kira Thompson. Thompson shares the basketball and works it back up here, and it'll be Peyton now to Agnew. Left side, Warmbold. Skip pass over to Foltz. Foltz has it. Sharing down to the baseline, in trouble, kicking it back out. Foltz, long shot is short, and rebounded here by Claire Erickson for the Knights. And Lucy Paulsrud will walk it across midcourt for Climax Fisher. Left side, down into the corner. Basketball to Hallie Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer, top of the key, will set the offense. here in the half court for the Climax Fisher Knights. And no pressure in the defense right now. Bagley settling into a 2-3 zone. Left side, skip it down. Ball knocked away by the Flyer defense, forcing a turnover of Climax Fisher. Now the Knights will return the favor and steal it. Reitmeyer bounces off a defender and will get a foul call with 14-12 to play first half. Foul is going to be called on Isabella Warmbold. That's her first personal, team's first as well for the Flyers. Couple of substitutions for Bagley. Checking in is Hillary Maruska and also Shea Vezda. Vezda checks in. Shayla Vezda and Emily Maruska entering the basketball game. In the corner for the Knights, Reitmeyer sets up Paulsrud left side. This will be Danica Model. Now a good look at the basket. In and out for Lucy Paulsrud, and the rebound is fought for. Eventually it'll be Kira Thompson coming away with it for the Flyers. Flyer basketball in the backcourt, in trouble with it. Agnew picked up the ball and now turns it over. Pass is picked off there by... No, we'll get a foul call on Climax Fisher, Claire Erickson, first personal, teams first. Agnew tosses it in. Three-point look off the back. Now a rebound is going to be bounced around here by the Flyers. Looks like they're going to end up tracking it down and skip pass here as Kira Thompson had a rebound. Vezda had a rebound as well. Now Vezda will toss one up. Off the back iron, does not go. Rebound, Agnew, shot is tipped. And tracking it down is Kira Thompson. Up top, a good look and a shot falls for Hillary Maruska. Flyers lead it 4-0 with 12 of 48 to play in the first half. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it reads Bagley 4, Climax Fisher nothing. YourLiveEvent.com.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions is now doing propane summer fill. Call 888-935-2281 for summer pricing and scheduled delivery. Customers' propane tanks are now being filled and you are guaranteed summer pricing. Winter pre-buy contract pricing is also available at this time. Community Co-op welcomes your calls for delivery schedule and summer pricing information. Thank you to all valued customers for your continued business from Community Co-op. CommunityCoOps.com, 888-935-2281.
We're back out of the timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com. Bagley leads Climax Fisher 4-0. 2 points each for Hillary Maruska and Catherine Agnew. 12:48 to play in the first half. And it'll be Climax Fisher basketball to start. They'll inbound here. Knights inbounding, and Hallie Reitmeyer will dribble across midcourt. Knights kick it right side. Share the ball with Paulsrud. Left side to Ella Paulsrud now. Lucy and Ella both on the floor. Lucy on the right side. Up top to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer, free throw line area. Jump shot is no good. Rebound, lost out of bounds. Peyton Hoffman might have touched it. It goes out of bounds and it stays with Bagley. It was a battle for the basketball, and the Knights will inbound. Climax Fisher set to send it in here. Hoffman has it, steps back for three. Peyton Hoffman off the bench scores it. Peyton Hoffman, the seventh grader, buries the triple, and it's 4-3. Bagley, 12:21 to go, first half of basketball. Vezda works it down inside to Maruska. Her shot no good, and Peyton Hoffman's going to grab the rebound. Not starting, but Peyton Hoffman making her impact known immediately here tonight in this one. Reitmeyer with the basketball. She'll kick it left side. And the rebound comes down to Isabella Warmbold. That's rebound number 3. Sharing the basketball here. Catherine Agnew looking to take a jump shot. Shot misses, rebound to Peyton Hoffman. That's rebound number 4. Hoffman drives in, puts up a floater. It's no good. We'll get a foul called. Foul will be called on 12. Prue, that's her first, team second for the Bagley Flyers. Hoffman coming to the line. Free throw up, no good. And at the free throw line, it's presented to you by Agramax, the Agramax free throw line. And it's the first trip to the line for the Climax Fisher Knights, and it is Peyton Hoffman missing the front, missed the second as well. Rebound is going to come down to Catherine Agnew, and it'll be a foul call. Foul called. I believe they're going to tag Hoffman. She went for a reach. It'll be Peyton Hoffman's first personal, team second on the Knights. 10:57 to play in this first half of basketball. Substitution is Kira Thompson checks back in. We see Peyton Prue check out. We see Catherine Agnew check out for the Flyers. It's Vezda. It's Warmbold with the basketball. Sadie Foltz on the floor. Maruska and Thompson. The 5 for Bagley. Left side with it. It's Warmbold on the wing. She'll share it down inside to Thompson. Thompson back up. It's Vezda. Shyla Vezda. Vezda right side on the wing. She'll hold it high and toss it to Thompson along the baseline. Back up top, this is Foltz. She'll step up, swing it. Maruska's shot is short and out of bounds. So we'll have the Climax Fisher Knights with the basketball. They lead at 5-4. 10:24 to play, first half of basketball. Coming with a dribble. Reitmeyer, Hallie Reitmeyer going to bring it across midcourt. Reitmeyer left side to Paulsrud. Share it to Cadence Corinta in the ball game. What a long shot there by Paulsrud. No good. Rebound comes down to Hillary Maruska. And the Flyers will come the other way, just over 10 minutes to play, first half. Skip passing here. It's going to be Warmbold. Inside to Thompson. Tries to split the defense, and we'll get a foul called. Believe you're going to get Ella Paulsrud with the call. Ella Paulsrud hit with her first, team's third. Climax Fisher, 5-4, leaders over the Bagley Flyers in this first half of basketball. And now we'll get a reach-in foul, and that's going to be number 2 on Paulsrud quickly. As Flyers are working it into Hillary Maruska. And Ella Paulsrud tagged with her second, team's fourth. So, Paulsrud out and Paulsrud in. Ella out, Lucy in on a substitution. Climax Fisher guarding as the Flyers inbound the basketball. It's Foltz, top of the key, trying to work around the defense. Knights are playing man-to-man. A little pressure there and a Flyer turnover. Reitmeyer picked it off, gets it up to Hoffman. She'll slow it down and has the ball poked behind her. And it'll be the Knights working in the half court now underneath the basket with an inbound. Agnew and Prue both checking in. Flyers will sub out Vezda and Maruska. Inbounding the ball will be Erickson. Reitmeyer has it. Reitmeyer to Paulsrud, and ball is sent back in. Climax Fisher turnover. Knights with the steal. Catherine Agnew, left side, driving. Here's a jumper for Warmbold. No good. Rebound is down to Reitmeyer. Hallie Reitmeyer grabs the board, and here come the Knights the other way. Up the floor, Lucy Paulsrud steps back, finds Hoffman. Three-point look, left side. You betcha. Peyton Hoffman's got 6. It's 8-4. And there is 9:09 to play first half on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. The Knights lead at 8-4 over the Bagley Flyers and YourLiveEvent.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Back out of the timeout, YourLiveEvent.com. It is Climax Fisher doubling up the Bagley Flyers right now, 8-4. Just over 9 minutes to play in the first half of girls basketball. The boys basketball, part of the doubleheader also to come up here this evening as well. Flyers walk the ball across midcourt out of their timeout. Catherine Agnew with the dribble. Agnew slows it down, smiles at a teammate Warmbold, now tries to set up the offense. Thompson, and we'll get a foul on the Knights as Thompson Seen her play the last couple of seasons for the Bagley Flyers as just a junior, but as a freshman, she was new to the game and has some size. Get a foul called here on Cadence Corinta. It's her first personal, team's 5th on the Knights. Here's Warmbold off the inbounds pass. Good look at the basket, shot no good. Here inside, Kira Thompson gets the rebound. Her putback is no good. She'll grab another rebound, so Thompson rebounds 5, then 6. Work it out to Catherine Agnew, right side around the perimeter. Share it here to Peyton Prue. Flyers work it up top. Basketball to the hands of Catherine Agnew. She'll run the dribble. Left side. Kick it. Back up top. In the half court, Flyer basketball. Good sharing, breaking down the defense. A good look at the basket. Shot no good. It's last touched by Hoffman and the Knights out of bounds. So Bagley maintains possession. Knights will sub in. Danica Model checking out as Peyton Hoffman. She'll get a breather. And it'll be Bagley inbounding the basketball. Flyers inbound. Lucy Paulsrud, jump shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound, Thompson again inside, then has it poked away, and the Knights and Flyers will tie it up. Possession arrow. It's going to be Climax Fisher basketball, I do believe. 7 rebounds for Kira Thompson. In this ball game, she's been active inside. Knights inbound, ball tipped out of bounds. It hits Coach Rooney. She's okay. At least I didn't ask her. I guess she seems to be okay anyway. She didn't hit the floor or anything. She's okay, right? You hit by the ball, she's fine. Okay, good. My camera gals, they know what's going on. They said, yep, everybody's good. Everybody's fine. Inbounds here for the Knights. Reitmeyer lost the dribble. Turnover, Climax Fisher. Knights now get a rebound after a missed shot by Agnew, but it's tied up. The ball stays with Bagley. Both teams active and aggressive, going for the rebounds. Flyers will inbound now from the baseline. Bagley is set to inbound this one. They'll work it to Kira Thompson. Pressured by Danica Model. Now a three-point look is too strong for Agnew, and the rebound comes down to Lucy Paulsrud. Paulsrud zigzags her way across midcourt. Up the floor to Hallie Reitmeyer. Paulsrud hesitates, now puts up a floater inside, and a good look at the basket there. Lucy Paulsrud, the 8th grader, scores it. It's 10-4 Climax Fisher. 7:42 to play, first half of basketball. It's been about 5 minutes of scoreless basketball now for the Bagley Flyers, if not a little more. It's been 5 minutes exactly, in fact. A steal by the Knights. Up the floor, Climax Fisher basketball. Reitmeyer has it left wing. Top of the key now, Reitmeyer. Dribbles with the right hand. Sets up the Knights in the half-court offense. Left side. Now bounce pass inside. Ball is taken away. Bagley's defense pickpocketing here. Now we've got bodies on the floor. Loose basketball. Bagley lost a handle on it. It'll be Climax Fisher basketball. Substitution as Cadence Corinta checks out. Knights will inbound. Lucy Paulsrud, and now Ella Paulsrud with her 2 fouls returns to the floor. Reitmeyer sharing. Get the ball to Claire Erickson around the perimeter and back up top. Reitmeyer. Share it to Danica Model. Reitmeyer. Left side Lucy Paulsrud to Reitmeyer. Knights just working it around the zone defense. Now finding a better look. Model jump shot no good. And the rebound is down. That is Hillary Maruska grabbing it for the Flyers. Bagley crosses midcourt with a basketball. Right side sharing it. That's Foltz. She'll get it to the baseline here for Maruska and back up top. Foltz, three-point look on the wing. It's no good. Rebound comes down, and it's going to be Kira Thompson. But Thompson stepped out of bounds with it. And it's a turnover. So it is Climax Fisher basketball. Right now we've got a shoe tire out there. Catherine Agnew gets the shoe tied up. A couple of substitutions here is like Foltz and also Thompson check out. Into the ball game is Warmbold for the Bagley Flyers, and also 12 Peyton Prue re-enters. Knight's going to push Reitmeyer up the floor. She'll go all the way to the right side in front of the visitors' bench. Reitmeyer spinning down inside the baseline and now out. Share the ball there to Claire Erickson. Erickson, left side, a three-point look is no good by Lucy Paulsrud, and a rebound down to Claire Erickson. How about this one? Lucy Paulsrud, the bank is open off the glass, and it's 12-4, Climax Fisher. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half of basketball. The Knights are on a 12-0 run. Flyers, left side, work it down inside to Warmbold. Shot up, no good. Out of bounds off a touch by the Knights. Possession stays with Bagley. Peyton Hoffman checks back in. Hallie Reitmeyer exits. Here in the final 5:47, Danica Model stays on the floor. That would be 5. Guard the inbounds here. Lucy Paulsrud takes Catherine Agnew. Flyers inbound. This will be Vesda. Shot no good, and the rebound is down to Peyton Hoffman. 5 rebounds, 6 points in her brief bit of varsity time here this evening. Swing a pass up the floor. Claire Erickson, long shot, no good. And the rebound is down to Shayla Vesda. That's number 2. We're going to get a timeout, Bagley. 5.5 to go, first half. The Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It is the Climax Fisher Knights 12, the Bagley Flyers 4. It's girls basketball on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
We return out of our timeout here on yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman along with my esteemed helpers Brooklyn and Lexi, both taking turns running the camera here tonight. Appreciate you guys working hard. Thumbs up all around so far. Climax Fisher with a 12-4 lead over the Bagley Flyers here. 5:20 to go in this first half. Flyer basketball. As we've got Shayla Vesda. Lost a handle on it. Flyers turned it over. The Knights then push it up the floor. And from the backside, a little pressure, poking the ball free. It'll stay Climax Fisher basketball. That being said, hey, Mike Vosick, good to hear from you here earlier tonight, too. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you joining us. Angie, too. Mostly Angie. Last shot there. Peyton Hoffman shot misses. Hillary Maruska grabs a rebound. Now up the floor, Flyer basketball. Warmbold has it. Skip pass up to Catherine Agnew. Agnew, right side, share it with Vesda. Vesda to the baseline, jumper, good. Shayla Vesda, the sophomore, gets the Flyers back on the board. 4:50 to go. 12-6 Flyers. Bagley back on the board after nearly 8 minutes scoreless. Ella Paulsrud with the basketball. Ball is tipped to Hoffman. She'll turn. Hoffman driving right side. Fall-away jumper is too strong. And the rebound comes down to Ella Paulsrud. Good rebound there by Paulsrud. Her shot no good. Rebound is loose. Hoffman grabs it, puts it up. Peyton Hoffman eventually gets the rebound and scores it. 14-6, 4:22 to go in this first half of basketball. Got a loose basketball here, and it's going to be a turnover on the Flyers. Turnover Bagley. Climax Fisher set to inbound. Knights will inbound, 4:15 to play. Up the floor, though, it's going to be Paulsrud. Ella to Lucy, now left side, Reitmeyer. She hesitates left, goes top of the key now, and it's a look for Hoffman, no good. Rebound, it's down to Maruska. That's rebound number 4, and we're going to get a foul. A foul on Cadence Corinta. That's her second, and team 6th on the Knights. 6 fouls for the Knights, 2 for the Flyers, and in this case, the loss of the basketball also is a turnover for Climax Fisher. Bagley basketball, and Sadie Foltz has it. Foltz to Maruska. Shot no good. Rebound Vezda, no good on the shot. Kira Thompson shot no good on the rebound, and she'll go to the line. I believe they're going to call a shooting foul here. Are they going to call Cadence Corinta again? Yeah, they will. That's her third. Team 7th, so now it's bonus time, but in this case, a shooting foul. And free throws coming. Thompson shooting from the Agrimax free throw line. First free throw attempted by the Flyers is short. Second free throw chance on the way. Good. Kira makes 1 of 2 at the Agrimax free throw line, and it is 14-7. 3:40 to go. Passing up the floor, Hoffman, shot good. Shot hacked from behind, but not before it goes in. 16-7. Knights leading it. 3.5 to play before halftime. Bagley lost the ball, out of bounds. Flyer turnover 10 in the first half. We've got Bagley with 10 turnovers in the first half. Climax Fisher with 6 to my numbers unofficially. Knights will inbound. Knights will inbound the basketball. Reitmeyer sharing it right side to Paulsrud. Left side, work it to Ella Paulsrud, back to Reitmeyer. Bagley settling in that 2-3 zone defense here this evening. Now pass inside to Claire Erickson. There was just enough space. The freshman turns and scores at 18-7, an 11-point Knight lead with 3:05 to go. First half of girls basketball, the doubleheader tonight. Climax Fisher and Bagley. Got about a 25-minute late start because of the very late start, or very long JV boys game that happened, and there were just 1/2 of the games, too. Mareska gets a rebound, then lost the basketball. Up the floor. Hoffman going to be called with a double dribble. So the Knights turn the Flyers over, then the Flyers will get it back from the Knights. It's a share. It's a give and take kind of night. It'll be Bagley basketball. Shayla Vezda works it to Warmbold. Pressure in the backcourt by Climax Fisher. They're putting Bagley in a tough spot. Bagley does break the press and get across midcourt. Ball is tipped and Hoffman takes it away. Turnover Flyers. Peyton Hoffman going to push. She'll skip underneath and draw a foul. Tried to split the defense there. She was running a little bit side by side with Lucy Paulsrud. Paulsrud comes over to coach. Tosses some tape. We'll get a foul call on the Flyers. Sadie Foltz, her first, team's third. And at the free throw line, the Agrimax free throw line, Peyton Hoffman hits. She's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. We'll see Catherine Agnew re-enter the game for the Flyers, and Foltz checks out. Peyton Hoffman makes both free throws. 20-7. That in favor of the Climax Fisher Knights. 2:22 to go. Now Flyers nearly lost it in the backcourt. They do get it across midcourt with a pressure pass. They get it to Warmbold. Drives baseline pass. I should say shot is tipped by Paulsrud. And the rebound comes down to Maruska. And now a near steal by the Knights. Bagley has it. Now loose basketball. And it's going to be Hoffman coming away with it. Turnover Flyers up the floor. Lucy Paulsrud. A breakaway layup. She's got 6. 22-7. 22-7 in favor of the Climax Fisher Knights, leading the Bagley Flyers here. Final minute, 47 in the first half. In the backcourt, we'll get a tie-up. Hallie Reitmeyer and Shayla Vezda got tangled up, and it'll be Knight basketball. So good defense there by Reitmeyer to take it away. Force a jump ball tie-up. Reitmeyer, Paulsrud, Reitmeyer. Left side, Paulsrud. And we'll work it to Claire Erickson. Up top, jumper. Rattles in and out, no good. And a long rebound here. It's going to come down to Claire Erickson. Shot good for Lucy Paulsrud with 8 in the first half. 24-7 in favor of Climax Fisher. Flyers are going to break the press. Warmbold has it tipped out. Flyers regain it. Agnew at midcourt. Left side, Warmbold from the baseline. A jumper rattles home. Isabella Warmbold hits it 24-9 with a minute to play. First half, Bagley gets another bucket. Flyers pressure the Knights. Knights have the ball slip out of bounds, but it's last touched by the Flyers, so it'll stay Bagley basketball. No, State Knights basketball, excuse me. Reitmeyer with it. She'll hand the ball off to Lucy Paulsrud, left side. Ella Paulsrud, now Reitmeyer. Fakes right, now drives in. Ball is going to be tipped and out of bounds. It stays with Climax Fisher. They'll inbound with 45 seconds to go, first half. Knights to inbound. Ella Paulsrud, Lucy Paulsrud. Driving, stepping back. Hoffman with a pass. It's tipped by Agnew into the backcourt. Ella Paulsrud chased it down. Ella works it up to Lucy, right side. Into the corner, Hoffman, 29 seconds to play, first half. Here's Reitmeyer. Hoffman, long shot, that is going to be short, and Vezda is going to grab the rebound, Shayla Vezda. And the Flyers will push it up the floor to Maruska. A little overthrown. She tracks it down in the corner, turning, double dribbled. And so the Flyers will turn it over. Final 14 seconds. Climax Fisher leading at 24-9. Lucy Paulsrud, 8 first half points. She'll walk it up 10 seconds, and we'll get too much pressure there. Catherine Agnew jumped the pass and collided there. A foul, team's fourth. Total of 11 fouls between the two teams in the first half. Relatively clean. Reitmeyer, final 8 seconds. She's got it 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Skip pass. Ella Paulsrud, three-pointer left side. It's off the mark, no good. We go to halftime. 24-9 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Climax Fisher leads Bagley. Girls basketball at halftime here on yourliveevent.com. Stick around. We'll break down the first half and scoring and share some notes and nuggets. At halftime, girls basketball, Climax Fisher 24, Bagley 9.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on yourliveevent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on yourliveevent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
It's halftime on yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman here with the broadcast of Climax Fisher and Bagley. It's girls basketball, and the first of our doubleheader this evening. We had the junior varsity girls and junior varsity boys each play a half tonight. Both teams, this is something we're talking about with other coaches and talking here tonight to the coaches for the Knights and the Flyers too. Lower levels are really struggling with numbers at a lot of schools. It's not just a pocket. It's a lot of them, and there's going to be a lot more of the single halves for junior varsity games or C-team games. If there are C-team games, there's very few so far that we've seen on the schedule for teams in our region. But here in a Pine and Prairie Conference battle, The Bagley Flyers had a 4-0 lead, 12:48 to play in the first half. The Climax Fisher Knights from that point on went on a 12-0 run. Bagley got back on the board, 4:50 to play in the first half and scored. Exchanged a few baskets since then. But the Knights are on a 24 to 5 run since the 12-minute mark in the first half of basketball. And Peyton Hoffman, big piece of that, coming off the bench, scoring 12, but she got Lucy Paulsrud fired up. Lucy's got 8 in the first half. Bagley pretty even-keeled with 4 players with 2 points and 1 player with 1. We'll talk about our stats here at the half. It is girls basketball, game 1 of the doubleheader tonight. And the Bagley Flyers and the Climax Fisher Knights doing battle. Climax Fisher leads at halftime 24-9. Girls basketball action, yourliveevent.com.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
It's halftime here in Climax, Minnesota, where it is 24-9. Climax Fisher leading Bagley girls basketball at the half here on yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman with the broadcast this evening. My helpers Brooklyn and Lexi running the camera here tonight. yourliveevent.com. Well, we talk about the girls' game and first half statistics. For Bagley, 2 points and 5, make it 6 rebounds for Hillary Maruska, 2 points, 3 boards for Catherine Agnew, 2 points, 4 rebounds for Shayla Havezda, and Isabella Warmbold, 2 points and 3 rebounds. Kira Thompson has a point and 9 rebounds in the first half. For the Bagley Flyers, 14 turnovers, 25 rebounds. They're 1 of 2 from the Agrimax free throw line in the first half. For Climax Fisher, 8 points, 2 boards for Lucy Paulsrud, 2 points for Danica Model. A couple of rebounds for Hallie Reitmeyer and Ella Paulsrud. 2 points, 3 boards for Claire Erickson. 12 points and 6 rebounds for Peyton Hoffman. Knights are 2 of 4 from the line, have 7 turnovers, 15 rebounds in the ball game. 2 of 4 from the Agrimax free throw line in the first half of basketball. Well, talking about some keys to success for both teams defensively. The Flyers talked about having pretty decent half-court defense, and they've settled in that 2-3 zone. Then you mix that in with playing some offense here. They need to be able to make some shots, and 9 points in the first half, not enough for the Flyers. So the Climax Fisher Knights talk about some fundamentals. They've trimmed down their turnover numbers dramatically, and that maybe helps a little bit that the Flyers are settling into a zone. I'm not quite certain. I'm not a coach. I'm just a broadcaster, but. Just 7 turnovers to my numbers in the first half. That's a vast improvement from the recent couple of games. So for the Knights' second half, if they can execute offensively and continue to be aggressive, maybe that's going to be their key for the success of a second half of basketball. Full slate of action at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com for a busy Friday night here in December of high school basketball and special events as well. We've got some basketball for you tomorrow as well on yourliveevent.com. You just head on over, yourliveevent.com. Check out the upcoming broadcast schedule. We're slated out into the holiday break, so we've got a bunch of games for you. And earlier this week, produced locally here in the Red River Valley, 16 high school broadcasts on Tuesday night. And that doesn't even consider some of the other ones we have across northwestern Minnesota with our markets in Brainerd-Aiken and International Falls. So check out the website, rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com for game schedules and upcoming action. It's Bagley trailing at halftime. Climax Fisher leads it 24-9. Girls basketball, Pine Prairie Conference style. Yourliveevent.com, game one of our doubleheader tonight.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
Let's get back to basketball. Girls, it is girls basketball first game of the doubleheader. It is the Climax Fisher Knights and the Bagley Flyers on yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman with you. Brooklyn and Lexi helping out with the camera. They're running so many cameras over there. There's too many cameras for them, I think. They're having a fun time bringing you the action tonight. As the Bagley will inbound the basketball, and the second half is underway with the Climax Fisher Knights leading at 24-9. Here's Vezda for the Flyers as Bagley now goes left to right. Three-point look is on the way. It's too strong for Mariska. And a rebound is bounced around. It ends up loose. And we'll get a foul away from the ball. A push is called on Sadie Foltz. So an offensive foul. First on the Flyers to start the second half. Flyers committed just 4 fouls in the first half of play. And now in the backcourt, some pressure. Ball came loose. Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Climax Fisher Knights. Now we're getting a whistle here. Official reminds the others that, yes, in fact, Climax Fisher basketball. Flyers wearing the white uniforms tonight. The Knights in the gray and black uniforms tonight. Here's a steal in the backcourt. The pressure by the Flyers. They'll take the ball away from the Knights. Dropping down in the corner. A jump shot is no good by Bagley. Loose basketball. Sadie Foltz grabs a rebound and kicks it out to Catherine Agnew. Resets for the Flyers. Agnew left side to Foltz. Foltz has the basketball. With it. Lost it. Paulsrud grabs it. Up the floor. Trying to get it to Model. And it's turned over by Climax Fisher. So a sloppy first minute between the two squads here to try to get things going out of halftime. Flyer basketball. Passing up. Sharing it. Work the ball to Vezda. She's down in the corner. Mariska. Left side ball is tipped. That's Foltz in the corner. Up top to Mariska. She'll launch a three. That's no good. And the rebound comes down to Hallie Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer and the Knights trying to transition. She'll throw it up to Ella Paulsrud. It ends up in the vestibule area. So we'll get Bagley to inbound as we go up and down the floor here to start this second half of basketball. Now a steal. Share the ball here, and a jump shot on the way is no good. Rebound is loose. Bagley's Kira Thompson grabs her 10th rebound of the game. Up the floor, Vezda shares it with Foltz. And he'll kick it out. Left side jump shot is going to be good for the Flyers. Thompson scores it. 24-11. Reitmeyer carried the basketball. It'll be a turnover on the Climax Fisher Knights. So it'll be Climax Fisher basketball. Nope, check that. I just mentioned they turned it over. Now that's turnover 4 here in the second half. It'll be Bagley ball. Left side, Vezda has it. Share it up top. Left side. Passing to Foltz. Mariska with it. Jump shot on the way. It's good. It's a three-pointer for Sadie Foltz, and a triple hits. 24-14. Climax Fisher leads it. 15:42 to play in this second half, and now a steal. Good defense by Bagley, intercepting a pass. Agnew up the floor. Mariska back to Agnew. Deep three-pointer. Short. And the rebound is lost out of bounds. That last touch by Bagley, so it'll stay. Nope, it should be Knights basketball. Or did he say it's off of the Knights? Yeah. Got a shoe being tied right now by Hallie Reitmeyer. Got to get the bunny ears and run around and tie them tight. Looks good. Flyers inbound. They say the ball was after the Knights. Long shot, no good. Climax Fisher grabs the rebound. Claire Erickson. Here come the Knights the other way. Lucy Paulsrud, 8 points in the first half. She'll cross over. Erickson down into the corner. Ella Paulsrud. Hallie Reitmeyer. Ella Paulsrud. Reitmeyer. Right side to Lucy Paulsrud. Flyers chasing in his own defense again. Skip pass. Lucy Paulsrud gets a good look. Shoots it up. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound is down to Kira Thompson. That's number 11. Then up the floor. Thompson hits the floor hard. She kind of wobbles her way up. She's okay. She hit the deck pretty hard. We're going to call a trip on Lucy Paulsrud, her first, team's first in the second half on the Climax Fisher Knights. Scoreboard I see reads first half, but it really is the second half. Knights have yet to score in the second half. We'll see Peyton Hoffman and Cadence Corinta check in. Lucy and Ella Paulsrud check out for Climax Fisher. Shayla Vezda with the basketball. Work it left side. Up top, this will be Vezda, and we'll get a travel call on Bagley. Team's second turnover for the Flyers here in the second half. Bagley's brought all the intensity and energy. Climax Fisher maybe we'll get something going here on this offensive possession. Here's Hallie Reitmeyer, work the ball up the floor. Hoffman off the bench, pass is picked off. Turnover 6 in the second half. 13 turnovers in the game. They had 7 in the first half. Here's a steal. No, here's a shot, I should say. Missed by the Flyers, rebounded by Agnew. Then Agnew goes back up and draws a foul. Foul on the Knights. It's on Hallie Reitmeyer, her first, team second. Agnew to the line. She'll go to the Agramax free throw line. First free throw. No good for Catherine Agnew. Agramax locations in Fisher and in Fertile. Bringing you the free throw line here tonight. Kids at the line shooting. And Agnew makes the second. 1 of 2. 24-15. 14:20 to go, and now a steal. Climax Fisher, another turnover. Up the floor, Agnew misses it. Rebounded by Hoffman, and we'll get a foul on the Flyers, or they call it a jump ball. Jump ball. So the Flyers will have it. Just over 14 minutes to play here in the second half. Climax Fisher struggling. They've yet to score. Nearly 4 minutes in, but they turn over the Flyers there. And now in the backcourt, a timeout, Climax Fisher. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. The Knights lead the Flyers 24-15 on yourliveevent.com.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District. Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever. Serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, and Fertile, Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Call their office in Fisher at 218-891-2211 or call them at their location in Fertile at 218-945-3536.
We're back out of the timeout. Climax Fisher 24-15 leaders over the Bagley Flyers, but Bagley has scored 6 in this second half. The Knights have yet to score in the second half of play. Knights basketball out of the timeout. They inbound it. They work it around the perimeter. Model, Reitmeyer, Carinta, Erickson, Hoffman on the floor. Here's Carinta. She's got it. Left side, Erickson working it inside to Hoffman. She'll turn. She'll battle one off here to Reitmeyer on the backside. No good. Rebound is Hoffman. She's surrounded. Reitmeyer has it now. Reitmeyer's pass is picked off. And then the Knights steal it. Hoffman's shot no good. Rebound, Reitmeyer, and a foul. It's kind of crazy out there right now. Get a hold here on the Flyers. And it's the first on Hillary Maruska. Team second here in the second half. The Paulsroods are going to come in. Hallie Reitmeyer from the Agramax free throw line. Reitmeyer's first free throw is no good. She's yet to score. Has 4 rebounds tonight. See Model and see Claire Erickson check out for Lucy and Ella Paulsrud. And Reitmeyer's second free throw is good. She gets on the board. 25-15, the Knights score. 13:39 to play in the game. 4 minutes scoreless to start the second half. Bagley basketball, and we'll get an incidental contact foul here on Peyton Hoffman. She was kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. Second personal, team's third. It's no shooting foul here, so inbound's coming for Bagley in the far side of the floor. Bagley's inbound, now a jumper for Agnew, no good. And definitely the hustle there for Maruska. Gets a rebound, now a bucket and a foul for Peyton Prue of the Bagley Flyers. The junior scores it and draws a foul. Foul is on Ella Paulsrud, her third, team's fourth. And Climax Fisher here in this second half. 25-17, the Knights lead the Flyers, and at the free throw line, shooting the three-point play, Prue shot no good. Rebound out of bounds, they say last touched by the Flyers. 25-17 now, 13:24 to go. Flyers bringing the energy and causing trouble for the Knights here in the second half. Climax Fisher in trouble in the backcourt. Paulsrud, Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer's going to need to split the defense and does. Up the floor, Hoffman drives. Hoffman's jumper from the baseline is good. Hoffman with 14. 27-17 Knights. 13 minutes to play second half. Thompson holds it high now, dribbles right side. And Reitmeyer went to snap the basketball away from Thompson. And there's some defensive intensity by the Knights, forcing a jump ball, tie up, and it'll be Knights basketball. But first a timeout. Calling the timeout, the Bagley Flyers. 27-17, the Knights lead the Flyers by 10 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
At CUP, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-op's Lake Park.
We're back out of the timeout as the Climax Fisher Knights break the press and get up the floor, and it's Peyton Hoffman off the glass for two. 29-17, 12 of 45 to go. Now the Knights steal one from the Flyers. Climax Fisher has turned the tide. Lucy Paulsrud's shot, no good. Great look at the basket, it doesn't go. Rebound to Catherine Agnew. And then a foul in the backcourt. So the Knights come out of the timeout and flip the script energy-wise. Foul, by the way, called on Peyton Hoffman. That's her third. Team's fifth. Hoffman will sit along with Cadence Corinta. Flyers inbound. Bagley up the floor. Sadie Foltz dribbles left side. Foltz in, back out. Agnew. Right side passes to Vezda. Vezda long shot. It's no good. Rebound bounces around, and Thompson grabs it, then works up a shot, draws a foul. She was getting mugged inside. And it'll be double deuces. Hallie Reitmeyer, her second. Team's sixth to my numbers here. Official scoreboard reads 5. I'm not certain if I'm off or if they're off. Doesn't matter. We'll go from it. Thompson makes the free throw. She stands at the Agrimax free throw line. Thompson will have another. Nearly missed everything. And they say it did. So it'll be Knights basketball. I think it actually did touch off the rim, but it was ruled as if it was an air ball free throw, which gives automatic possession to the Climax Fisher Knights. 29-18 is the score. Knights break the press. Here's Paulsrud up the floor and some contact, and then a loss of the basketball and a turnover on the Knights. 10 turnovers in the second half. A lot of it due to the Flyer pressure. Bagley just lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Knights. Both teams picking up defensive pressure now, 12 minutes to play. 29-18 in favor of Bagley. In favor of Climax Fisher. They lead the Bagley Flyers. Now Bagley with a basketball. That was where my mind was. Shot misses, and a rebound comes down to Danica Model. Model with her first rebound of the game, and now in the backcourt, Reitmeyer. Up to Lucy Paulsrud. Up to Ella Paulsrud. She'll share it. Model shot is deflected. We've got bodies everywhere, and rebound comes away by Peyton Prue. Vezda up the floor. Get it to Warmbold. Ball is going to be taken away by the Climax Fisher Knights. Knights then are going to be fouled at the midcourt stripe. Foul is called on, 31. 13. Warmbold. It's her second. Team's third. Three-point look for Reitmeyer is no good. Rebound comes down to Kira Thompson. Basketball to the hands of the Flyers. They're going to push it up the floor. Warmbold's got it. In trouble. Shares it. Agnew. Vezda. Vezda's jumper is no good. Rebounded inside by Agnew, and she'll work it hard to the basket. Draw a foul. Foul is going to be called on Lucy Paulsrud, her second, team seventh, so At least to my numbers, 6th here, it looks like on the board. So, at any rate, free throw is in for Catherine Agnew. 29-19 is the score. Second free throw good. And Agnew makes them both for the Flyers. It's 29-20. That's the score with 10:56 to play. Girls basketball here tonight in Climax. Right side. Reitmeyer looked at a shot, thought about it. Ball bounces around. Knights turn it over. And in the backcourt, Reitmeyer tied it up with Warmbold. And the call is a jump ball. So Bagley keeps possession. Flyers will maintain it. Neal inbound here. Agnew with a baseball pass that is going to go all the way down the floor and end up staying with the Flyers. It bounced off of Peyton Prue, then off of Danica Model, and out of bounds. Carinta and Hoffman enter. Model and Reitmeyer getting a break for Climax Fisher. 10:39 to play. Isabella Warmbold checking out. Bagley set to inbound. Sadie Foltz, top of the key. She'll go left side to Agnew and Vezda. Skip it up to Foltz. Share the ball here to Prue and now to Agnew. Back down to the corner, Flyer basketball. Picked off. A steal by Paulsrud. Lucy all the way, left side layup misses. Rebound comes down to Sadie Foltz. Flyers at midcourt in trouble, and they're going to get a travel call. Good defense by Paulsrud, and a travel call on Sadie Foltz. Just over 10 minutes to play in the ball game. Climax Fisher by 9, 29-20. Been outscored here in this second half, 11-5 by Bagley. Now a steal, turnover. Knights turn it over, steal by Agnew. Agnew works it to Prue, back to Agnew in the corner. Driving in, sending it out, Foltz. Left side here to Prue, back down inside to Agnew. Turnaround shot, no. Agnew with a rebound, Agnew back out. Here's a jumper for Prue, no good. Rebound to Ella Paulsrud. Knights work it up here. It's going to be Hoffman. Claire Erickson lets the defense go by and drives in. Good move to the basket, shot misses. Foul will be on the Flyers. Peyton Prue, her second, team's fourth. Free throw banks in for Claire Erickson at the Agramax free throw line. Locations in Fisher and Fertile. Couple of subs for the Flyers. And Lucy Paulsrud checks out as well here for the Knights. Free throw is no good by Erickson, but a big rebound by Hoffman. Her putback is good. 32-20, a nice possession there for the Knights. 9:27 to play. Flyers up the floor. It's going to be Mariska. Shot no good. Rebound Anderson. I said Anderson, meant Thompson. Kira Thompson. And tied up inside. Possession arrow stays. No, is going to be going to the Climax Fisher Knights. Good battle for the basketball inside. And now the scoreboard is correct with 7 team fouls on the Knights. Climax Fisher, so that's been corrected. It was an error there. So satisfying on my end, I guess. The stat book is correct. Knights inbound the basketball, and Claire Erickson has it. Setting up in the half court now for Climax Fisher. Peyton Hoffman, right side on the wing. Three-point look, hand in the face, shot no good. Rebound, a battle for it, jumping up for it, and out of bounds were the Knights. So lost out of bounds, it'll be Bagley basketball. Flyers have it. Catherine Agnew. Share it with Vezda. Vezda, shot up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. And it'll stay Bagley ball. Flyers will be inbounding here. Bagley set to inbound the basketball. They'll toss it in. Tipped on the inbounds pass, and it's a steal by the Knights. Climax Fisher up the floor. It's Claire Erickson, swatted away from behind by Kira Thompson. Great work. Fans wanted contact. There wasn't any. And now we're going to get a timeout, Bagley. Timeout, Flyers. We'll take it. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Climax Fisher 32, Bagley 20 in girls basketball. YourLiveEvent.com, 8:44 to play in the game.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Utter Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
8:44 to go, and out of the timeout, it is Climax Fisher with the basketball leading 32-20. Girls game first here in the doubleheader is a shot by Reitmeyer is knocked away. A long rebound, though, for Cadence Corinta. And then the Knights have it tipped out of bounds by the Flyers. It'll stay Climax Fisher basketball. We'll see a sub Model and Lucy Paulsrud enter. We'll see Ella Paulsrud and Claire Erickson check out. Those for Climax Fisher. Knights basketball inbounding from the baseline here. We'll see Cadence Corinta toss it in. Ball tipped out of bounds here, and it's going to, again, stay with Climax Fisher as they keep working it inside. So the Knights will inbound from the baseline. Again, it's Corinta. Corinta ball is tipped, still bouncing around, and there's Hoffman getting it. Overshoots the basket. Rebound of Vezda. Shayla Vezda, and she'll have to work hard against the Knights defense. The Flyers do break the pressure. And up the floor, great pass here to Maruska. Shot is good. It bounced around and it goes for Hillary Maruska. 32-22, Knights leading, 8:15 to go. Breaking the defensive pressure, Lucy Paulsrud. Here's Hoffman back out to Hallie Reitmeyer. Knights, no need to pressure here. They can take their time offensively and execute against the zone. As Bagley drops into a 1-2-1, well, they're trying to do... it looks like a 1-2-2 defense set up here, box and one. Ball is shot no good. Rebound is down to Kira Thompson. Flyers break the pressure here. Is up the floor. Vezda sees the open. Maruska, her layup misses. And Hallie Reitmeyer was trailing, gets a rebound, and then is fouled. For the Flyers, it'll be the fifth foul on the team and the second against Hillary Maruska. 32-22 in favor of the Knights, but we're going to get a timeout. Timeout, Climax Fisher with 7:39 to play on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. The Knights lead the Flyers by 10 on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
32-22, Climax Fisher leading Bagley. 7:39 to play in the game. The Knights lead the Flyers by 10. There's still a boys' game to be played after two halves of junior varsity. One half of girls, one half of boys. Because of low numbers, they're able to play some. The boys' game took a very long time. Great passing, great work up the floor. Danica Model scores for the Knights. 34-22, a little tic-tac-toe breaking the defense. Flyers in the backcourt. Now spin it up the court with a Sadie Foltz pass. Foltz to Vezda. She'll launch one from the wing. It rattles out. No good. Long rebound attempt. Flyers get it down in the corner. That'll be Thompson. Then a swat there by Hoffman and a rebound to Reitmeyer. Now the Flyers will take it away. Steal by Bagley. Right side Agnew. Ball tipped by Reitmeyer, and the Flyers turn it over. Up the floor, driving, Paulsrud in transition. Her first bucket. 36-22. 6:44 to go. Pressure in the backcourt again. Climax Fisher trying to tighten things up a little bit. We've got a Flyer on the floor. She's all right. It was Agnew. Got a foul call. And it is against the Knights. Hallie Reitmeyer, that's number 3, and the team's 8th. So single bonus. So a 1-and-1 coming from the Agramax free throw line for Catherine Agnew. 3 of 4 at the line tonight is Agnew. And she makes the first right there. She'll have another. The next one rattles out, no good. Rebound comes down. Peyton Hoffman grabs the board. And now up the floor, a blocking foul on the Flyers. Foul is on Sadie Foltz. That's number 3, team's 6th. And at the free throw line, Peyton Hoffman. First free throw is good. She is shooting from the Agramax free throw line. Peyton is now 3 of 5 shooting free throws. 7 second half points. She's at 19. Second free throw does not go. And the rebound is down to Kira Thompson. 37-23. Each team with a free throw in their most recent possessions. Skip pass. Prue has it along the baseline and back out. This will be Warmbold. Up top, Vesda on the wing. Vesda shares it to Thompson. Back to Vesda. Left side, Warmbold. Warmbold to Prue. Warmbold, three-pointer, long one, banks it in. Isabella Warmbold hits the triple. Now she's back on defense, 37-26. And the Knights score that one. That's Peyton Hoffman again. Now a near steal. Ball stays with the Bagley Flyers. 39-26, the Knights are leading the Flyers. Peyton Hoffman checks out. It'll be Paulsrud. It'll be Reitmeyer, Paulsrud, Model, Claire Erickson all on the floor for Climax Fisher. Bagley breaks the press, up the floor, Prue. Shot rolls out, no good. Rebound to Hallie Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer and the Knights going to push it. Lucy Paulsrud skips it, Claire Erickson, back up top to Reitmeyer. Final 5:23. With the basketball now, skip it left side. Up top, that'll be Erickson. Reitmeyer, right side Paulsrud. Down to Ella Paulsrud, working it in. Ball is tipped. Thank you for the stat correction. That's why you're here for me, Mike. Ella Paulsrud had a bucket. 39-26, now a foul called here. This will be on Prue. That's her third, team 7th. At the line, a missed free throw from Agramax free throw line by Claire Erickson, and a rebound comes down to Hillary Maruska. And the Knights foul on the backcourt. Lucy Paulsrud's third, and the 9th on the team. So, Bagley with a 1-and-1 on the other end. Catherine Agnew at the line. Agnew steps up to the Agramax free throw line and hits the free throw. She'll have another Agramax. And in Fisher. Agramax at the free throw line. Another free throw here for Catherine Agnew. And she makes them both. So we've got a 39-28 score. Just under 5 minutes to go. And Bagley will force the Knights to turn the basketball over again. That's 15 turnovers in the second half for Climax Fisher. Bagley will inbound. Sadie Foltz. Catherine Agnew. Back to Foltz here, and it's Thompson. Thompson back out to Foltz. Finding Vezda. Foltz. Left side there to Maruska. Jumper rattles out. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights with 4:35 to play. Peyton Hoffman will check in for Climax Fisher. Exiting is Danica Model. Flyers Catherine Agnew to inbound. She'll toss it in to Kira Thompson. And then it's going to be Agnew in the corner for three. 39-31. Paulsrud passes. It's going to be out to Reitmeyer. 4:21 to go. With it. That'll be a shot up. No good for the Knights. Rebound to Kira Thompson. Flyers will break it. At midcourt in trouble, and pass is picked off. Flyer turnover. Hoffman passes. Great pass. Reitmeyer up and underneath it goes. 41-31. 3:55 to play. Flyers. Foltz up the floor. Maruska. Foltz, three-point look. Off the rim, no good. Hoffman grabs a rebound. That's 10 rebounds tonight. And then lost a handle on it. Then we're going to get a missed shot. Sadie Foltz rebound, and her putback no good. She's fouled. Fisher will come over and make the call. That's Hoffman. Fourth personal, team's 10th. So double bonus now for the Bagley Flyers. 3:36 to go, and a 10-point lead for the Knights. First free throw at the Agramax free throw line for Sadie Foltz, no good. She'll have another. Second free throw, no good. Long rebound, eventually grabbed by Maruska. But then the Flyers lose it, and it's the Knights with the basketball. Inside, pass is tipped, but we're going to get a foul called on Thompson. Too much body there. Thompson's first, team's 8th. On the Flyers, 3:20 to play. So to the Agramax free throw line we go. Claire Erickson hits the first of 1-1, and she'll get a second coming up. Second free throw on the way. Off the back iron, but a long rebound by Peyton Hoffman. Hoffman gets it to Lucy Paulsrud. Her shot's no good. It's out of bounds off the miss. 42-31 with 3:14 to play. Climax Fisher, the advantage over the Bagley Flyers. Flyers inbound. Sadie Foltz. And then a pass by Agnew goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Bagley. Timeout Flyers, 3:11 to play. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's Climax Fisher 42, Bagley 31. YourLiveEvent.com.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions is now doing propane summer fill. Call 888-935-2281 for summer pricing and scheduled delivery. Customers' propane tanks are now being filled, and you are guaranteed.
Claire Erickson. Flyers to inbound here. It'll be Foltz. Warmbold. Long three-pointer again, left side. It's off the mark, no good. Ball bounces around, and Warmbold's going to grab it. Outside the arc, in trouble, will pass it. Thompson, shot, off the back iron, no good. Hallie Reitmeyer grabs it. That's rebound number 8. Reitmeyer up the floor for the Knights, and Reitmeyer's in trouble. She'll hold it, and then she travels with it. She kind of got caught up there for a second, just enough to hesitate, and then drug the foot, and that's travel. 44-31, the Knights lead it with 2:17 to go. Bagley in the double bonus. Climax Fisher 2 fouls away from being in the double bonus. I should say, yes, Bagley shooting 10 fouls on the Knights, 8 fouls on the Flyers. As Maruska's shot misses, rebound to Reitmeyer. And then we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. They're going to say 25, Thompson. Second team's 9th on Bagley. So, Climax Fisher to the line. See Hallie Reitmeyer step up. Agramax free throw line. She makes the first and will have a second on the 1-and-1. Knights at the line. Free throw for Reitmeyer is off, no good. Rebound lost out of bounds. It's going to stay with, no, it's not. It's going to be lost off the Knights, so on a rebound chance. It'll be Bagley basketball as we'll see Thompson out and Prue check in. Sadie Foltz with the basketball. Foltz works it to Prue. And now a steal. A Bagley turnover. Climax Fisher up to Peyton Hoffman. She'll drop a pass down to Danica Model, and we're going to get a travel call. Each team with another turnover. So remember when we were talking about turnovers being, it was pretty clean first half, all things considered, for the Knights with just 7 turnovers. They made up for it in the second half. They've got 19 in the second half, 26 in the game. And a lot of that was the pressure now that Bagley's created. Both teams, though, have gotten a little sloppy, too. Trying to get their feet set somewhere. Vesda's shot no good. Long rebound, it bounces around. And lost out of bounds, and it'll stay. Bagley basketball was last touched by the Knights. So, Bagley to inbound. Minute 38 to play, and a 14-point lead for the Knights. It's a pretty sizable lead at this stage of the game. Warmbold, left side, now in. Passes off. Foul before the shot. Apparently Danica Model with her first. Double bonus, so free throws. There will be 2 of them upcoming here for the Flyers. Bagley at the line. Free throws there for Peyton Prue at the Agramax free throw line. Prue makes the first, and she'll have another here with the double bonus. Second free throw. Short. And the rebound comes down to Lucy Paulsrud. 44-32 with a minute 26 to go. Knights swing it around. Erickson, Lucy Paulsrud. She hesitates, steps back, works it to Reitmeyer. Up top, this is going to be Model. Now inside, driving. Hoffman puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound is to Reitmeyer. Extends the possession. Lucy Paulsrud. Long shot is good. It's a 3. A triple for Lucy Paulsrud. That might be the old nail. 48-32. I think the score might be off. .52 seconds to play. I think it's supposed to be 47-33, but I'm not sure about that. I think this is right. Here's Hoffman with the basketball. I think it's right. I'm not going to overthink it. How about that? Turnover on the Knights, though. It's number 20 in the second half, a good even number. And then we're going to get Lucy Paulsrud tied up with Isabella Warmbold. The ball stays with the Flyers. Final 30 seconds as the Knights are going to break a 2-game losing streak here and move to 3-2. Bagley will drop to 1-4 on the season with a loss here tonight on the road. Part of a double header with the Climax Fisher Knights and Bagley Flyers. We'll tie it up again. And now it'll be Knights basketball, final 26 seconds. Stay tuned. Post-game report. We'll have coaches to swing over, maybe even a player to pop in. And then we're going to break away from this one and get on to the boys stream for the Bagley and Climax Fisher boys game, which will come up next. YourLiveEvent.com, part of a Friday night doubleheader here in Climax. As Hoffman, right side. A jumper there is no good for Lucy Paulsrud. Final 11 seconds. Bagley will have the basketball. Bagley set to inbound. Knights pick off a pass. Pass it to Peyton Hoffman. Jump shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Lucy Paulsrud. Turns, scores it. That'll be the ball game. 50-32 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Climax Fisher defeats Bagley girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. Stay tuned. Our post-game report is coming up next.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your obstacle when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Post-game report time after the girls basketball game goes the way of the Climax Fisher Knights. That final score is 50-32. Welcoming you back inside as our high school broadcast here tonight on yourliveevent.com at the Climax Shelley High School Gymnasium. We'll get ready for our boys game coming up. We'll have coaches' comments to join us in just a few moments as well. But in our post-game report, it was, a tale of two halves a little bit here in this ball game between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Bagley Flyers, as we get a chance to recap it a little bit for you. The Knights got off to a slow start. Bagley answered. I should say the Flyers got off to a good start. Knights slow. Then they answered. Went on a nice 12-0 run. Led 24-9 at halftime. Took a while for the Knights to get going in the second half, though. Eventually they would, and that would be the difference makers when they became the aggressor in the second half. And certainly helped for the Knights when they had some good performances. Peyton Hoffman scored 21, grabbed 11 rebounds tonight. Got Lucy Paulsrud going with 15 points, 4 boards here tonight. Hallie Reitmeyer rebounded the ball well. The Knights really limited their turnovers in the first half, but the second half was totally different. They had 20 turnovers in the second half, 27 in the game. Bagley, 31 turnovers in the game. Knights did edge them on the rebounding, 34-29. Big second half rebounding effort for Climax Fisher here tonight. Flyers were led by the 11.6 rebounds of Catherine Agnew. Kira Thompson had 17 rebounds in the game for the Flyers in the loss. Game summary, part of our post-game report tonight. Bagley falls to 1-4. Climax Fisher 3-2, snapping a 2-game losing streak. More to come on the post-game report, including coaches' comments, maybe even a player comment as well, plus some post-game accolades next on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your field. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Energy Player of the Game, Enbridge Energy. Life takes energy. Visit Enbridge Energy online at enbridge.com. We look at our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight. We'll go from the Climax Fisher Knights, and I think you can go and mention Lucy Paulsrud. Played well, 15 points, pretty steady throughout the night. Provided defense, rebounded the ball a little bit as well, and got up and down the floor. Lucy Paulsrud will be our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy. Halstead Telephone Company, they are how to connect. Choose HTC. Did a lot of big things. Rebounded the ball well in the second half, too. 17 times in the game she picked up a rebound. Kira Thompson bringing the energy here tonight, and also the post-game connection from Halstead Telephone Company. Our post-game continues with RDK Enterprises, bringing you our Precision Player of the Game. Precision Player of the Game here tonight from RDK Enterprises. PlanterDoc.com. RDK Enterprises locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, bringing you the post-game Enbridge, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and that will be a Precision Player tonight, Peyton Hoffman, with 21 points and 11 rebounds, standing tall here today for the Climax Fisher Knights. Peyton Hoffman will be our Precision Player of the Game from RDK Enterprises. PlanterDoc.com. Post-game coach's comments. Let's bring in the head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights. That is Adriana Rooney, joining us after the victory today over the Bagley Flyers. Getting a 2-game losing streak stopped with that one, Coach. Your girls' slow start really came to play and were pretty clean in the first half. I'll tell you this, I had you down for 7 turnovers in the first half of basketball. Does that surprise you?
I mean, that's pretty good, just because, you know, our goal is to keep it under 15, so I don't know what we ended up with, but...
You made up for it in the second half. You had 20, so you had 27 in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe still not the greatest, but there were some moments the team showed that they had it out there, but it was again, kind of tough offensively tonight.
Yeah, no, I think, well, we did not win on offense or defensive boards, that's for sure, but, yeah, I don't know. It was just... don't really have like a lot to say.
It's kind of a Climax Fisher and Bagley basketball game. Would you say that it was a tough one? Both teams muddled through a little bit. Turnovers, rebounding battle. You feel that team did some things well. I thought at times they were able to provide some pressure defense. When you needed them to in the second half, they turned it on.
Yeah, no, they definitely did a lot better, I thought, the second half. And you know, just with like running our defense, that was a not new defense, but like new this year. We haven't really ran it very much this year, so I thought they did a really good job defensively. But yeah, just getting defensive rebounds, we struggled a little bit.
It did.
I don't know. We had a lot of good things too.
Yeah, no doubt. Playing against the zone most of the night, is that something that the team has played against?
Not really. You know, I think sometimes we just get stuck in our outside people, forget that they can dribble the ball, and then they just get stuck passing, and it's, I don't know, hard to make things happen when you're just passing and not being a force on the inside. So
a lot of room to grow, but 3-2.
Yes, they had their ups and downs, but they played decently well, so it was a good game to end on, I guess.
Well, Coach, for the girls, I know you go 1-2 this week. On the schedule next week, you're home, I think, right away with Sacred Heart on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
We have KCC on Monday.
That's what it is. Okay.
And then at home with Sacred Heart on Tuesday.
There's some signs of good things out there for the team, so it's a matter of getting it together at the right time. December basketball, right?
Yep.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Appreciate it very much. Wish you guys the best of luck here this next week with another 3-game week, and then it'll be pretty good. Get pretty close to Christmas time, so enjoy the games as they go.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
You got it. That's Adriana Rooney, head coach of the Climax Fisher girls basketball team. Knights get the victory, 50-32. Thanks a lot, Coach. I'm going to have you get this here real quick. Lucy Paulsrud, thank you. Let's see here. Let's run down final stats, and then we'll get you ready for the boys basketball game. Bagley and Climax Fisher boys coming up. Final stats for the Flyers: 3 points, 3 boards for Sadie Foltz, 4 points, 10 rebounds for Hillary Maruska. 11.6 boards, Catherine Agnew. 2 and 5 for Shayla Vezda. 3 and 1 for Peyton Prue. 5 and 4 for Isabella Warmbold. 4 points, 17 rebounds for Kira Thompson. 31 turnovers, 29 rebounds, 9 of 17 from the line were the Bagley Flyers. They dropped to a record of 1 and 4 on the season. They will be at Norman County East Dual and Hitterdal on Tuesday. Climax Fisher, Lucy Paul Model, 4 points, 10 rebounds for Haley Reitmeyer, 2 and 3 for Ella Paulsrud, 6 points, 4 rebounds for Claire Erickson, 21 points, 11 rebounds for Peyton Hoffman. The Knights 7 of 15 from the line, 34 rebounds, 27 turnovers, as they moved to 3 and 2 on the season. Thanks to our sponsors, they make the broadcast possible. Please patronize the advertisers. At the very least, tell them thank you. Thanks to my helpers, Brooklyn and Lexi. I'm Kevin Kochman saying thanks for tuning in. 50-32 Climax Fisher over Bagley in girls basketball. We'll fire up the boys stream next on yourliveevent.com.